bullseye.
What's up guys, it's me Tyrox. Welcome back to another video and the first video of WWE2k17. Yes, I got my hands early on the game thanks to my girlfriend. I think official Europe release is today that you're watching this video actually. I got the game yesterday, so I was able to prepare for this video a bit and get the video out today. And also, of course, thanks to everyone who participated in the draft. This is the first episode of the Universe Mode. We decided on Twitter, if you don't know my Twitter, links in the description. We decided that we're gonna start the universe now and just work from there. Of course, we're now limited to what we got in the game, basically, as there's barely any community creations out there. And I'll just include them whenever it fits in terms of storyline. Whenever I find it fitting that somebody that I actually got now on the community creations is able to come in. The only semi-problem with that would be the pay-per-view calendar. I will bring it up to you real quick. It's going to be the same as the 2k16 one, so you might know that graphic already. You can see April is Raw Fastlane, Payback SmackDown, and then generally you have top left one is the one for Raw, bottom right is the one for SmackDown, and you can see in May already we've got Armageddon. Armageddon is one of the pay-per-views not in the game. I think last year was 3 pay-per-views that I had to get from the community creations. It was Armageddon, it was No Mercy, and I want to say No Way Out, maybe Unforgiven, I'm not sure, one of the two. The other one should be in the game, no problem. If it is going to be some retro version or the new version is what we'll see, but some version of that pay-per-view should be in the game. Armageddon is the first problem, but I think by the time we get to Armageddon, I'm very sure we're gonna get the arena at least, or some graphics towards that, so that should be no problem whatsoever. Calendar in general, Monday's Raw. We're gonna keep the old Thursday SmackDown and go with Wednesday NXT as always. I just think it's more exciting to have a SmackDown before a pay-per-view than an NXT. Maybe just personal preference. Not that I don't like NXT or don't think it's exciting. It's just, it's nicer to have a show that possibly involves in the common pay-per-view rather than maybe having, especially SmackDown pay-per-views, rather than having an exciting SmackDown show. Looking forward to the pay-per-view, but there's just one show of NXT you gotta bear with real quick. That's just disrupts things, personally, I think. Championships, we have all the championships. I've got the Universal Championship and the SmackDown Women's and Tag Championships already. They are already been created. Of course, belts don't involve as much creation as superstars and shows. So we got that, and the roster got drafted by the viewers, or by my viewers, of course, from the past streams, YouTube and stuff like that. And yeah, they decided on Twitter we want to have a new draft, and we went with the new draft. I've got myself the Colonel James to draft again. He was ready and up for it. Same for Liam. I've got my girlfriend to draft, and Jack Howell. All the links to their Twitters will be in the description down below. Again, big thanks to you guys for helping out. Very awesome. I pretty much rolled which show goes first, who goes first and which show and stuff like that. So we have 2 drafting alternating for each show. James and my girlfriend were drafting for Raw, of course. In that case, James went first because roll of the dice. Then my girlfriend, then James, then my girlfriend, then James. Just for Raw. For SmackDown, we had Liam who went first, and then Jack, then Liam, then Jack, so on and so forth. I will not repeat who drafted which exact pick all the time, just because I think it's too time consuming. If you want to know, just maybe count through it. As I said, James started on Raw, Liam started on SmackDown. And the very first pick went to Raw. And now we go straight into the draft. The very first pick of the 2k17 Universe Mode and for Raw, no picks for SmackDown yet, was the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. SmackDown was ready to counter that one with none other than the phenomenal AJ Styles, of course, still WWE Champion. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched, No Mercy there. Raw went with 1/3 of the former Shield in Dean Ambrose, the Lunatic Fringe, joining the Red Brand. The first contrary pick to what we have in real life. Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles, of course, in real life on Raw and SmackDown as well. Dean Ambrose is technically in SmackDown. The 4th pick will be a real life pick if you want so. It is Randy Orton, the Viper joins SmackDown, so Brock Lesnar and the Viper still on different brands. Number 5 pick, some might argue a bit late, but still a top 5 pick, the Architect Seth Rollins joins Monday Night Raw. That is 2/3 of the Shield. This time we have Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose on the same brand. Of course, right now we got Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Number 6 pick, this time again for SmackDown, is gonna be Kevin Owens, the Universal Champion. So SmackDown got themselves both World Champions. Very interesting, but Raw is going to counter that with the pick number 7, going to be the 3rd member of the Shield, Roman Reigns. Shield reunited? Possibly. Not necessarily, but we will see what the future brings. All of them are on the same brand though. Number 8 pick is the first. Very interesting pick. I kind of like it, but we'll see how it plays out. SmackDown, number 8 pick is going to be Neville. The Red Arrow joins the blue brand once again. I think for the 3rd time in our universe modes. The Red Arrow joins the blue brand. Very interesting. I like that pick. Neville, of course, huge amounts of potential and very underused. So we will see if he can justify that number 8 pick. While Raw goes for the first tag team in the Wyatt family. All 4 of them, Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper, going to join Monday Night Raw. And the last top 10 pick is going to be none other than the Demon, Finn Balor. SmackDown gets the Demon King. And that is some very interesting picks for the top 10 so far. Number 11 is going to bring us the first Diva though. Monday Night Raw gets the first Diva, and it is Becky Lynch, the SmackDown Women's Champion. And SmackDown is going to be able to counter that with not a Diva, but the 15-time world champion, John Cena. Raw is gonna answer with a former world champion themselves. Some might argue about that pick, but if you look at what Big Show did for us in the Twitch universe mode, I want to say he was the 2nd ever world champion. I'm sure that guy can do some damage. It is owner of the Hall of Pain, Mark Henry, joining Monday Night Raw. Number 14 is going to be the first Diva for SmackDown as well. Well, now it is going to be the daughter of Ric Flair. It's going to be none other than Charlotte, born Superior. Number 15 for Raw. The next pick is going to be Sami Zayn, while SmackDown picks now themselves up a tag team in form of Enzo and Cass. Definitely a pick I like there for SmackDown. Monday Night Raw reunites Jericho with the number 17 pick. Of course, it is going to be Chris Jericho. While SmackDown gets themselves straight away the next tag team in the New Day. New Day pick number 18, maybe a bit too late, maybe not. We will see what they can do. Of course, by the way, all titles are going to be vacated first of all. And then we're going to have the first Champion's Crown on Fastlane and Payback. Just so you know. So New Day, I think, are officially holding the World Tag Team title still. But for our storylines, for our story, we're gonna write our own record. So New Day without the belts, of course. Number 18 is gonna be for Raw. Number 19 is gonna be Paige. While the last top 20 pick for SmackDown, of course, is gonna be Cesaro. The Swiss Superman joins SmackDown. He is on Raw, of course, in real life. This time he joins SmackDown. Let's see if he can get a better push there and gets what he deserves. We will see. Number 21 is Rusev. He joins Raw, hunting for the US title again. While SmackDown picks themselves up another diva in Sasha Banks. The legit boss is on SmackDown. Jesus, sorry for that voice crack. Number 23, Raw gets The Miz, the former Intercontinental Champion. While number 24 for SmackDown is going to be a former United States Champion. And he's going to do a good lucha thing. Kalisto joins SmackDown. Monday Night Raw also gets the actual Intercontinental Champion in Dolph Ziggler. Of course, Monday Night Raw got the US title, so neither of them is going to be able to capture the IC title on Raw, but we will see what happens in the future. Number 26 is going to be Sheamus on the same brand as Cesaro. Are they going to tag? We will see. That is still to be decided. Number 27, the hardest free agent joins Monday Night Raw. It is Heath Slater, of course, without the man-beast Rhino, as he is not in the game, but of course, as soon as community creations go down, we might see him, we might not, we will see. Number 28 then, I talked about him briefly earlier. For SmackDown, it's going to be The Big Show. Of course, the tallest athlete in WWE. Number 29 is going to be Sin Cara joining Raw. So some lucha things also be done on Raw, not only SmackDown. And then number 30 for SmackDown, of course, again, is going to be Breezango. We've got 18 picks left. Number 31 for Raw is going to be Nikki Bella, a very good diva, as a rather late pick. SmackDown picks themselves up Baron Corbin, while Raw gets his feuding opponent right now, Jack Swagger. SmackDown picks themselves up Eva Marie, just like in real life, while Golden Truth goes Monday Night Raw. And then, very interesting, pick number 36 for SmackDown is going to be the first tag team split we get in that draft. SmackDown general manager says he sees something special in this guy. He thinks he will be better on his own and will be able to use his potential if he's on his own way better than in this tag team he has currently. It is Aiden English. The Vaudevillains are split for now. Of course, draft is not over, whom we might still see Simon Gotch end up on SmackDown, but Raw counters that one with the Big Red Monster joining the Big Red brand. It is Kane. SmackDown picking up another diva in the likes of Summer Rae, while Raw wants to make Darren Young great again. And SmackDown with a very, very interesting counter pick there, going straight, no messing about, going straight for Titus O'Neil, being like, yeah, you take millions of dollars, we take millions of dollars. Number 41, late tag team pick for them. The Usos join Raw, while Alicia Fox, another diva, joins SmackDown. Again, a diva picked at number 43 is going to be Natalya for Raw. And number 44, again SmackDown, splitting up a tag team. SmackDown has a thing for splitting up tag teams. Fernando joined SmackDown. Los Matadores got split up. And Raw is like, you take Fernando? No problem. We take Diego, number 45. Number 46, again for SmackDown, is going to be Naomi. And the very last pick for Raw now, number 47, is Simon Gotch. So the Vaudevillains are officially split, while SmackDown is the very, very, very last pick by default, of course, Tamina. That is the rosters. Of course, you're going to see them in action on SmackDown and Raw. NXT roster is preset by the game. You might have seen, or you might miss some people in that draft, so I'm gonna tell you guys what the NXT roster is looking like. I'm gonna try to tell you guys what it is pretty much preset by the game. We've got, in terms of divas, we've got Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Bayley, Carmella, Dana Brooke, and Emma. Those are all divas that are in the game basically for NXT. The only diva that is actually still in NXT is Asuka. So if we would have done the original rosters, we'd have Asuka sitting in NXT just waiting for somebody to come up, and yeah. Let's just create some competition for her now, and of course, we might see a lot of these move up very soon. Of course, community creations. It's not all down to me, and I'm not really good at creating really good wrestlers, so I'll leave that to the people that can actually. And tag teams, we have American Alpha. We've got Blake and Murphy and the Revival, and also going down to help out the tag team division basically, we've got the Ascension coming back. Hunter and Victor, maybe good for them, if you think about it. They had their best, by far best time at NXT, so maybe they can recreate some of that. We've also got Hideo Itami and Samoa Joe on there. Those would have been the only two again, so we've got some people to help them out. We've got Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel. Bo Dallas, by the way, former NXT champion. He did really, really well in NXT. Curtis Axel going down. We've got Tyson Kidd and Zack Ryder. Those should be the people going down. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If so, you're going to see it on the rosters. Again, pay-per-view, you've seen. Those are the rosters. I'm so pumped for the Universe mode. Of course, the career mode, FIFA 17 career mode, is going to stay as well. We're going to have a WWE2k17 My Career mode as well, starting as soon as possible basically. And this was the first episode of the Universe mode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like down below. We very much appreciate it. If you're pumped, subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, big thanks again to everybody that helped draft. And again, in terms of storylines, it's just as always. If you have a storyline, if you think somebody should get pushed, if you are not happy how somebody is handled by the GM, hit me in the comments down below. I will read everything and then decide if it's a good idea or not, and include your storylines just as much as mine. Of course, if nobody's writing storylines, I'm gonna do that myself. We're gonna book everything. None of that is gonna be done by the universe itself. Hope you guys very much looking forward to that. By the way, Finn Balor is on the main roster. He was also pre-save for NXT, so that was the one guy I was pushing up either way. thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'm out for that one. See you guys in the first episode of the 2K17 Arena, which is going to be the first show of NXT. I'm out for that one. Have a good one, and peace.